Hello everyone, I'm Gary York, Corruption Behind Bars. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel, and if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Today I want to talk about a program in Brazil. In Brazil they have a program for the inmates. In exchange for reading a book, it is possible to get Gaintime. For each book a prisoner reads, they must submit a report. And if the report is deemed appropriate and indicates that the inmate did thoroughly read the book and understands the book, they could have as much as 4 days taken off their sentence. Brazil reports a 30% reduction in their jails. Now, what does that have to do with the United States? Well, the United States is always dealing with overcrowded jails and overcrowded prisons. And I understand a program like this will not work for every situation and every inmate. But wouldn't it be good to implement some programs of this nature in the United States so that we could possibly reduce our jail and prison overcrowding? And wouldn't it help some of those inmates that are not restricted to mandatory prison sentences, or certain crimes, of course, we know could not be involved? But let's don't take it from me. I put out a small survey, and here's some of the answers I got from people in the United States regarding this type of program. One answer from a retired correction officer: need more proof. When did the program begin? How long have the candidates remained out of prison? In other words, the inmates that read the books and did the book reports, how long have they stayed out of prison, or have they returned back to jail or prison? Another former correctional officer: as long as the books are proper and not the books that cause or promote violence, which we would surely want to monitor which books are allowed to be read. Here's one that I like very much: illiteracy steals hope, confidence, and self-esteem in general, and prevents most from making a livable wage. I can see this making a difference. A civilian and a former military person put that in. Another comment: there should definitely be an approved reading list for the inmates to choose from. But I see where this would be a good program. This is an active United States correctional officer. It's a new beginning at corrections that I feel would be worth a try. This is from a former military person. This one: I would entertain the idea with a pilot test. People who actually read books on a regular basis help expand their minds. So this is totally fitting to try. And I like that answer also. That is from a radio broadcaster. And so, as you can see, the few comments that I just read to you come from a variety of active corrections, former military, and some citizens. And here's the last one I'll read to you. Well, it wouldn't hurt to pilot the program and assess the outcome. At this point, new ideas are welcome. This is from a former prison high-ranking administrator who is now a criminal justice professor. So, there are going to be people that think this program is just totally ridiculous. They get what they deserve. They're in jail. They're in prison. Too bad, too sad. But I'm going to have to go against that voice of opinion on this particular topic. I agree with many of these topics. Why not give it a try? Why not try to help expand and educate and promote some of these inmates to learn and better themselves? I don't think it's a bad program, and I think that it might be worth a try as well for the United States to look into it. Maybe it would relieve some of our overcrowding. Maybe it wouldn't be 30% like it is in Brazil. Maybe we could relieve 10%, but anything is better than nothing. And if someone is willing to better themselves, why not give them the chance? Now, when we go back on the United States part, of this. I'm not sure how true this is, and you'll see it on the video. I'll put it up for you. On the October 15th, 2018, not too long ago, under the opinions section of the Washington Post, it reads, "Incarcerated Pennsylvanians now have to pay $150 to read. We should all be outraged." Well, what they're talking about is the tablets that inmates are getting now in the United States. And those tablets, in articles that I've read and things that I've seen and people that I've talked to, they are starting to take the place of books from the library. So many inmates across our country in the future may not actually be holding a book to read, but they'll be holding a tablet to read their books. And one of the big arguments is the price that the inmates have to pay for the tablets in order to read books, and the price gouging from private companies involved with the tablets. Now, the tablets, some people have asked me, why are they going to the tablets? Well, for security reasons, the tablets will relieve the library books from being hiding places for drugs, weapons, and contraband of the inmates. Unfortunately, there are some inmates that spoil it for all the other inmates, and they use the library books in the prison to hide things. They carve out the binding and hide a weapon in there. They carve out the binding and hide drugs in there. So that would relieve that situation. It would also help make the prison go more paperless. It would help security not have so many areas to search and worry about contraband being hidden. So there's a lot of good things about it. Now, the tablet also allows the inmates to see their loved ones. For example, a young child playing soccer. The father or the mother incarcerated cannot see them playing soccer other than by a letter or pictures, but the tablet allows them to actually see the soccer game and watch their children play soccer or t-ball or participate in sports or graduate from high school or graduate from college. So there's a lot of good things about it, but I just don't want to see this tablet becoming another, like the private prisons for profit situation. And the private prisons for profit is another topic, but are we getting into another area where companies, private companies, are going to make a killing off the inmates and their families with these tablets? I like to have a book in my hand to read. I know life is changing and us old timers are dinosaurs and we're fading out, but you know, there's a lot of things to look at and think about with this situation. So make up your own mind what you think about the Brazil program, the reading program for inmates. Make up your own mind on whether you think the United States should implement something of this nature, and give us your thoughts on these tablets. There's good and bad, pros and cons with just about everything. Even on the street with products we buy, there's pros and cons. So I want to hear your opinion. Let me know what you think. And are the tablets going to become the new private company price gouging instrument used to take more money from inmates' families? If we're going to do the tablets and force the inmates to read books on these tablets, maybe they should be able to read the books for free, because it's still our responsibility to try to rehabilitate some of these inmates and give them a chance. What do you think? And stay tuned for an upcoming video that I'll be doing. I recently visited the Gaintime prison in Germany on a personal tour of the prison. This is where the Baader-Meinhof gang was held back in the late 70s, early 80s. And I want to show you the difference between German prisons and American prisons, all the way from security to the retirement system. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. I'm Gary York, Corruption Behind Bars.